Good morning, students. Okay, kindly stand up for our prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, before you take your seat, kindly pick up the pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange your chairs properly. Okay, and now you may now take your seat. Thank you. Before that, let me check your attendance. Lanyaza Titoy.
Present.
Janina.
Present.
Mayalyn.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, very good. No one is absent for today. Before we're going to our discussion, I have classrooms rules management. First, sit properly. Okay, sit properly. Okay, very good. Second, listen to the teacher. Listen to me when I am talking in front so that you can answer at the end of the lesson. I will ask some questions, okay? And then third, raise your hand. If you want to answer, please raise your hand, okay? Am I clear, class? Okay, very good. And the last, respect others. Respect to your teachers, respect to your classmates, and respect for everyone. Okay? Okay, very good. Before we go our discussion, I will group you first into two groups. Okay, please count 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, what the last numbers? Okay, the last numbers is 2. And now gather to yourself now. This is here the group 1 and this is the group 2. Okay. Only you have to do is I have here's letters. Only you have to do is to rearrange the jumble letters. And kung kinsa to ang grupo nga maka-arrange og within 20 seconds, maoy makadaog. Okay. And now you may start and the time start now. Okay, very good. The group 1 well nakauna og arrange and please give a hand for the group 1. Okay, very good. And now sit properly and we're going to start now our new lessons. But I will call Teacher Patrick to discuss our new lessons for today. Okay?
So, good day, students. So our topic for today is all about using performance-based assessment in social studies. What comes in your mind when you hear the word performance-based assessment? Diba? When we hear the word performance-based assessment, it comes with the performance and how we learn that performance and how we could be able to reflect in ourselves and how we apply it, diba? So, according to Encyclopedia, performance assessments, which are only often called authentic assessments, provide for a teacher to evaluate knowledge through the use of engaging activities. Diba? Makabantay mo dito, diba nga, once a teacher gani mag-create of engaging activities, dito kita maka-learn. Because not all or not every students can learn through auditory or visual activities because we all have our differences, we all have our ways of coping a topic, and also we have different intelligences, diba? So naturally, students are not forced to complete multiple choice questions. Instead, they are asked to construct, record, display, or explore topics through presentations and writing. Ara dira matest kung unsaon jud pagka-learn sa estudyante, unsaon niya pagka-learn, unsaon niya pag-apply sa iyang kagalingon ayan dira nga certain scenario. Okay, diba? We are talking about performance-based assessment, especially role-playing, oral, or real-world scenarios, diba? Ara dyan tayo maka-learn. And also, in the implementation of K-12 curriculum, performance-based assessment has given more emphasis with the introduction of the performance task. In the grading system, the performance task has the largest weight, which generally constitutes half of the evaluation sources in determining the student's grade. So when we hear the word performance-based assessment, is an evaluation approach that focuses on measuring someone's ability to apply their knowledge in the real world instead solely testing knowledge or acquisition. Teachers must have the knowledge of how to properly and carefully plan, design, and implement performances that would greatly enhance student learning and skills. So ang teacher jud kailangan jud na mo think out of the box. Kaya ara dila ma-test para ang teacher jud dapat she will going to think outside the box.
Para
Ang student is makarelate and then they will going to apply it in themselves. Diba? For example, nayo sa kabata, nakakita ko bata. So kato nga bata is not, dili siya kinesthetic, dili siya visionary, auditory, ay nga na, I mean, dili siya visionary, auditory, or anything, which is, kuan siya, kinesthetic siya, or magamit siya performance-based assessment. Kaya dira nga, way, ayang knowledge or ayang utok kay mo active. One misconception about performance-based assessment is that it only enhances selected skills among learners like cognitive, leaving the other skills at stake. One misconception nga dili mao or dili siya sakto. Kaya when we hear the word performance-based assessment, it is evaluating the students it is evaluating the students' knowledge on how they apply the lesson to themselves. So we have to understand that performance tasks are beyond memorization. We have to understand that performance tasks are beyond memorization itself. In the performance or creation of products, learners must have a basic understanding of the topic so as for them to accomplish the task. Siyempre, di ba, as teacher, I will going to provide or give the students an assessment or performance-based assessment in which they could be able to relate. Unsa naman lang kung maghatag og assessment or performance-based assessment kung dili di sa ka-relate, unsa may ma-apply na nila silang kaugalingon kung dili di sa ka-relate. So in the process, they also gain values such as trust, respect, and accountability. Diba, through performance-based assessment, makagain po sila trust when it comes to their peers or collaboration to one another. And the next, we are bound to the requisite knowledge. So the performance will not exceed if the essential elements are not taught properly. It is the mortal sin for teachers to allow students to create a product or perform a task without discussing the first knowledge they have to process. So, syempre, as teachers, I will be the one who is going to provide the lesson. And syempre, ako jud dapat ang mo teach sa mga students. Ako jud dapat ang mo give nila kung unsaon na sila ang topic.
pero manguta na po ko mga questions nila para po dili po siya ingong na spoon feed.
Para po nga makarelate po ng mga estudyante. For example, if the teacher asks the learners to create a reaction paper, the teacher must discuss first the nature and purpose of the reaction paper and the procedures for doing such before letting the learners to proceed the task. Diba? Sakto man sad kay, for example, maghatag di kag activity dayon bisag wala ka nag-discuss. For example, maghatag kag lesson dayon nya magpahimo diyan kag reaction paper. So ang estudyante magka-problema jud na unsa man ni siya nga ko ano unsa man ni siya di man ta kay baon ni wala man nag-discuss ko, di ba? Daghang side comments, daghang mga comments nga madungog if dili jud matudlo og tarong. So the next one is be a facilitator. Teacher must also give the learners enough time for them to practice or create their task. Ay kung na ikaw teacher mo hantag dayon kag kanang reaction paper dayon ipapass nimo. For example, class, I'll ask you to create a reaction paper with the topic and then submit it in 1 minute. Di ba? Unsa man na paggon sa estudyante, unsa man pag-create og reaction paper ay kung na yung ang kuan po sa reaction paper kay emoji rito. Kay tungod kay gadadali ang estudyante. Di ba? Dili man na ma-process dayon estudyante kung unsa jud ayang na-learn dira nga topic, dapat yun na i-rationalize yun sa estudyante. Kaya para po, mahatag nila dito or masuot nila dito kung unsa dili yun lang learn. Kaya dili masadali. So teachers must be very careful in assisting the learners so they to target and exemplify their desired goals and outcomes. Dapat kung sa atong ipansulti sa mga estudyante, dapat careful ta kay, for example, musulti tag mga bati dira, ilaman ang sunon. For example, if you're going to say a curse words, they are going to imitate it. Ilang sundon, hantod, nga ma-apply na silang kagalingon, dili na nila malimtan. And also, dili pud ka nila malimtan kay ikaw ang first nga nag-influence ana nila. So dapat jud tang careful as teachers, dapat jud ta nga ma-careful sa pag-assist sa mga student or facilitate sa mga students. Kay we are the one who influence the students. We are going to be a role model to the students. So the teacher should never fail to discuss the results among the learners so that they will know what to continue and what to enhance among them. So ang teacher, dili siya nga ma-fail sa discuss. Dapat yun iyan ang tarungon o pag-discuss. So dapat as teachers, dapat imo yun ang tarungon. Kaya og dili lang nato tarungon, ang estudyante po ang malakaw. Kay wala sila ka-learn, and also sa pag imuha pong kuan, imuha pong pag-way og tudlo is dili po siya inappropriate or dili po siya maayo yung pagtudlo. Dapat mo think out of the box juga on how to be creative in teaching the students para po sila ma-engage po sila sa topic. Para po ang mga estudyante po know how to continue or what to continue and what to enhance among them. Dapat ang estudyante po maka-realize po siya kung unsay ma-enhance dapat ana. Especially elementary students. Dapat imo po isulti sa mga estudyante nga diri lang ga dapat ini mo enhance ha. Especially kung ang estudyante makakuha ka ng low scores or ang estudyante dili pa kay kamao mo basa, imo jud silang ipa-remind nga diri lang ga dapat jud ko mabasa ha, imo jud ni tarong magbasa para pud in the future is kibaw na ka mabasa. So next we are going to talk about the types of performance tasks in social studies. So the optimum goal of a performance task is to target all learning outcomes aligned with goals, objective activities, and assessment. So kung mahatag itag assessment po sa mga estudyante, dapat po ma-align po na siya sa goals, objectives, activities, and assessments. Kaysa naman maghatag-tag ka ng mga uban nga assessment, nga dili siya align sa goals, activities, and assessment. Dili po siya, wala siya na-align. Murag, lahat siya, wala siya sa topic. So the next one, the performance task must to promote active participation and lifelong learning should also possess the ability to be integrated into various disciplines and real life. So, kana po, kung perform po ka, dapat po ang estudyante na makarelate and kana po nga performance, dapat po ang estudyante na po makuha na kung sa po ma-apply lang sa kaugalingon. Diba? Para po ma-possess po nila ang ability to be integrated to various disciplines and real life. So the next one is performance tasks must be challenging on the level of learnings that they should see the tasks are worth practicing and striving for. So for example, hatag kag sa estudyante about role play, and ang role play case about sa kay Rizal kaabot kay Dr. Rizal sa tawag national hero. So ingana mo-challenge ang estudyante kay na may mga ma-challenge sa mga estudyante kay napay mga role na nga ang estudyante magsulti og mga Spanish words or Spanish ingana mga lain-lain nga language, English, Filipino, Spanish, and many more. Ingana para pud ma-challenge pud sila and worth practicing for. Performance task can be in the form of problem solving, inquiry task, determining a precision, demonstration task, exhibit, or presentation task. For example, mohatag ka ng word, tapos imo ipa-demonstrate niya kung unsaon din na. Ana, mo di siya dance, ana. Napoy mo estudyante nga mo siya, unsa din na guys, unsa na, dance. Namin dyan mo subagan na, kaya namin dyan na higher order thinking skills ng mga estudyante, ng mga bright mga estudyante, nga parang mo answer nga topic, or pwede po siya ang presentation task. So, I have a question to Janelle. Janelle, what is the one misconception about performance-based assessment? Okay, very good. And now let's bow down to
Teacher Arlene.
because she will going to continue the next topic.
Okay, next steps in creating performance-based assessment. So here, as a teachers, always keep in mind that choosing an assessment strategies, you as always rely on the learning targets. So, dili, dapat, if you choose activities, dapat ang fit sa imong gitudloan. Like example, motudlo kag grade 1. So, meaning, mo choose jud ka nga ang ilang assessment mo fit sa ilang grade level. Kay example, if mo teach ka grade 1 and then imong gitudlo kay pang grade 6, so meaning dili gyud makuan ilang learning, di ba? Kay ang grade 1 kay need mga kuan man na mga basic pa man na niya, ikaw teachers nagtudlo kag mga lisod na adto na sa mga grade 6, so dili gyud makuan sa imong students. So next, it also gives the teachers glimpse of what expected of students to create or perform, which will become basis the teacher elevation. Next, identifying the purpose of PBA, teachers can identify what skills can develop among the learners. So dili, teachers can identify what skills can be developed in learning. So ang teacher, mangita man ginagway para ang students nga ma-develop iyang skills, di ba? Like imong students, like ganahan ka nga mas ma-develop pa jud iyang skills, so mangita kag way, di ba? And then examples are cognitive skills, social skills, affective skills, and psychomotor skills. So about sa cognitive para iyang critical thinking ma-develop pag maayo. So mangita kag ganang mga activities na mas mo develop yang cognitive. And also diri sa social skills, mangita kag mga activities na to kanang mo makipag-socialize siya sa iyang mga friends or mga classmates. So affective skills and psychomotor and so on. So as a teacher, mangita jud tag way na atong students nga ma-develop nila ang ilang mga skills nga angay pa i-develop. So here are another stuff. First, defining the purpose of assessment, and then identifying the appropriate task, and then using rubrics as an assessment tool. The next, the basic components of scoring rubrics. So next, the basic components of scoring rubrics. So there are two types of rubrics. First, analytic rubric. Analytic rubric, multiple levels of performance skills used that focus on one criterion at a time. So meaning, analytic rubrics, it provides detailed feedback on each components, allowing for a more specific and targeted assessment. So analytic rubric also, it can be time consuming to create and use, especially for complex assessment with any components. Like mo time consuming jud siya kay ang analytic man good is kuan jud siya, detailed siya. Pag like example ug maghimo tag analytic rubrics, mas detailed kaayo siya dito, daghan kay siya like every components niya iyang i-explain dito. Like I have here example. So here, so mo na siya. So the next is holistic rubrics. Holistic rubrics, one performance skill used that applies all criteria at the same time, thereby focusing on the level of quality. Typically includes detailed comments. So diri ang holistic rubric ko no is kanang assess the overall quality of work as a whole. It consider the work as a complete, assign a single score or level of achievement. Like ang holistic kay usa siya, dili pareha sa analytic nga daghan kaayog mga detailed kaayo siya. And then sa holistic kay kuan ra siya, nag-focus ra siya sa usa. Like kuan example, like sa role play na ay kuan whole siya sa ayang rubrics kay kuan jud sa tanan. Yeah, and then sa analytic manggod kay nagkuan siya na siya yung mga specific ba, like ako mag role play ko na asad ko'y example, magluto kag foods, nasay siya kuan dito na rubrics like na edited siya dito. Every imong himuon mo siya process gani. Mukuan siya mura siya mga step by step. Unlike sa holistic kay usara siya if you are magperform ka, usara imong usara imong sundon nga criteria like as a whole na siya. And also holistic rubric, it is less time consuming. Gamay ra jud siya. It is less time consuming to create and use compared to an analytic rubrics. So both analytic and holistic rubrics have their advantage and disadvantage, and the choice between them depends on the specific assessment context and goals. So I have example of holistic. So tanawa, lahi ra di ba? So ang holistic kay usara siya nga pagka rubrics, unlike sa holistic, sa analytic. So step by step kun jud siya process or nadyo kay sundon, mas lisod feel nako, mas lisod ang analytic sundon kay grabe dagan kay effort ba. And then unlike ra sa as a whole ra, unlike sa holistic. So that's all, thank you. Yeah, manto. Any clarification, reaction, violation? Okay, so now since you already know our discussion, if namina mo na ako and maka-answer mo sa akong pangutana, this contains all the criteria that learners must attain in order for them to reach a favorable grade. Yes. Okay, very good. Give Laneza 2 claps. 1, 2. Okay. Next, what is performance-based assessment? Who can give your own opinion? Okay, just raise your hand. Okay, very good. Give Janina 3 cups. 1, 2, 3. Then the last one, give one definition of holistic rubric. What is holistic rubric? Okay, very good. Give 5 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I will give you teacher Patrick.
Okay, very good class, very good. So now I will going to divide the class into 2 groups, and each group must participate. So I'll task you to create a role play in any kinds of, either it's a puppetry, life story of our heroes, or what you really like to play. Diba? Depende na ninyo. And also, as teachers, me and Miss Arlene are going to create a criteria so that you'll be aware kung saan yung pag-perform, diba? Okay, very good class. You perform it very well. Okay class, thank you very much. You perform it very well. Nindot jud kaayo siya. Very excellent. And also, sa scoring ninyo, I give both groups a 100% score. Tungod, kay nindot kayo inyong pagkuan, creative kayo, na-apply jud ninyo ang lesson, and also, na-portray ninyo maayo. Okay class, very good. Get 1/4 sheet of paper. And then, I will provide you the jumbled words. And what you're going to do is to simply answer this. Tarungan dyan ninyo answer class kaya para ipod ma-perfect mo. Okay. And I'll give you 10 minutes sa pag-answer. Sayon ra kayo ni class. Di ba? Pag bali-bali ra na. Sayon ra kayo na. Gibali-bali ra ng words. Sayon ra kayo. Okay. Very good class. Very good. Naka-answer yung magtaraman. Everyone got a perfect score. Very good man, uy. So for your assignment, study and research about the lesson social studies. Kay sunod na to nga meeting, mag-discuss ana. And also, mangutana po ko ninyo. So dapat inyo nang studyhan yung maayo. Diba? Okay, very good class, very good. And that's all for today. Me and Miss Arlene are going to say goodbye. Goodbye, class. Goodbye. Thank you, class, and goodbye.